Come on, baby. Don't you start. What's the deal, Pickle?
Other one.
Just let it go. Hopefully. Come on, start this here. You need to sit down.
Give me about like a 30 seconds. Okay.
You good?
Christopher Swinton, after a long, courageous battle with cancer, Chris was a producer here at the station. He hosted his own political talk show. He co-hosted a sports talk show, Sports in Black and White, where listeners knew him as A Maximillion. On behalf of his family, we ask for donations of any amount to his GoFundMe page to assist with medical and other expenses. Every little bit helps. You can visit GoFundMe.com and search Chris Swinton, SWINTON, to give your donation today. Thank you.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the Beatsley broadcast crew, this station, and staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
Have just entered the building with your boys, King and Zane. Welcome to Shop Talking Random-ish, where conversation rules the nation, and no topic is off limits.
You know this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Now welcome your hosts, Rick King and Bill Zane.
Well, you have stepped into the mind of somebody who ain't quite right. I know I ain't right. That's okay. You know, as you get older, you don't worry about what people think about you. If I ain't right, I just ain't right. This is Think. I am your host, the one and only A Maximillion. This is the place where we want you to take the thing that separates you from every other creature on God's greenery. The ability to think, the ability to reason, the ability to take information and make a logical decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hello, Atlanta, the worldwide internet. Hey, Facebook family. This is Talking Randomish. It's your girl, the lovely Starlight. We got Rick King. He's running the boards for us tonight. Will, he's still taking care of the safety of the government for us right now. He's still working for the man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. As y'all heard, that was the voice of our beloved Chris Swinton, known to the radio world as A Maximillion. You will be missed, sir. You will be missed.
Yeah, man. That hurts.
It does.
We lost Chris to a long bout of cancer. Chris was here when I started, and we kind of ran a similar path in this game because we were both older getting into the game. But just like me, when he found the mic, he found his passion. He found what he loved to do. And when he turned that microphone on and became A Maximillion, it was a beautiful thing. His voice, the way his voice alone. I'm very envious, still very envious of his voice, because he has that voice that just caps you.
Yeah.
And he was actually the reason why we actually started the show when we started it, because I kept trying to push it off. He was like, why? Why are you pushing it off? Let's do it. He said, we have an opportunity here. And so why are we not doing it?
Yeah.
Why are you not doing it? And at the time, he had his show.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, why not?
So, I mean, I guess it's only fitting that the show that's technically our anniversary show, despite the tragic, we get to dedicate it to him.
Oh, it's definitely dedicated to A Maximillion. And like I say, he made me a better radio guy. He made me do the research, because his show, Think, it was a political show.
Yeah.
And he talked about politics and delved into political issues in a way That was different. Very different. Very enlightening. Very.
It wasn't polarized at all. Like,
No.
it let you saw both sides. You saw all viewpoints. It was real nice. It was done very well.
And me working on his show, because I volunteered to work the boards on his show to get more experience and, you know, just to hone my skill.
Mm-hmm.
But he let me know that I was going to be a member of his show. And with me being a member of his show, I had to do my research.
Yeah.
And I had to, you know, get into politics because if you know me, I'm not a political guy.
You're not.
Hip-hop, sports, and women
You know.
are the things that I love to talk about.
Well, we appreciate you being you. Thank you for, you know.
I don't know nobody else to be.
Thank you for stepping out your box a little bit.
I mean, but like I said, but he helped me to do that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate him and wish I had told him.
Mhm. But I mean, honestly, I think he knew because just like how you volunteered to do his boards, he basically did the same for us.
Yes.
And while he was with us, it was just like it was on certain days. Like if he wasn't here, it was kind of weird because he was that fourth member.
It was
like
definitely weird.
You were that guy. You were that fourth person. Like since we are, you know, the barbershop conversation, he was that guy. You know, randomly would come in the barbershop, or
He
he
the
was
old
that
man
old
in the
man
check-
that's
he
playing
the old man in the
checkerboard. He just
checkerboard.
there. He pop up every now and then, say something brilliant, say something funny. It's just like, yeah, he was needed. It was there. It was a part of us.
And that voice is definitely missed.
Yeah.
In the barbershop.
It is.
And it's hard, man. It's hard because, I mean, like I say, because we grew over the year. Because, like I said, I met him when I first started because he was already here.
Yeah.
And we talked about some things. We had conversation. We had grown man conversation. And he helped me get through a tough situation that I was going through. Because, I mean, we just talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave you his open and honest opinion, and if you went up for open and honest, you might not need to talk to him.
That is true.
Yeah,
true. There was no sugarcoat.
He didn't know how to do that.
He be straightforward and gave you what you needed.
Yeah. So, A Maximillion is definitely missed.
Yeah.
Definitely missed. Definitely won't be forgotten. And if anybody out there that knows, is listening to this, that know him, please go on his GoFundMe page. Anything can help. Anything will help. He has a son, young man, middle school, beautiful wife that he left. And it's fitting. It's also fitting that you and Demond are here because a main topic on his show was education.
Yeah.
If he was gonna change this world, it was gonna be through education.
It's true.
Voice. He was gonna use his voice to change the educational system. If things had been his way, because he never backed off y'all president. Well, like he said, our president. He did say because it is our president.
I mean, yes, we are citizens of the country, so he is the president of our country.
And it was just funny because when we began to, when 45 first got in office and everything, he was trying to be a supporter.
Yeah.
That quickly changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way he did it, it was never done derogatory. It was never an evil against the office. It was more so not really a fan of the man, but I can still support the office.
Yes.
And I think that's the best way that politically, no matter how you feel about any type of candidate,
Yes.
it should always come down to that. You support the office, you respect the office.
Yes.
You don't always have to like the person that's in that office.
And see, and that's one of the things that he helped me with, because I'm not into politics.
Yeah, you see the person, you could care less about the office.
I mean,
you see the person,
because I think it's the shadiest game going.
It is very
One of the shadiest game going.
It is very wolf in sheep clothing, pull the wool over the masses' eyes type of situation. It really is.
And it's supported and carried on by this old white man network that's benefits nobody but themselves.
Yeah.
Because they don't like women.
Yeah.
No color.
Yeah.
Damn sure don't like black men.
No. Not a fan of people without the right type of green.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's the crazy thing.
Pretty much if you ain't got
it, they don't get yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So, but Max, like I said, he dove into the political game, the political realm, in a unique way.
Yeah.
That made you listen to it. That made you think. As
it did.
Made you think, and I think that's as he said, that's all he wanted anybody to do that listen to him.
Yeah.
Was to think. Use your mind, and not what Facebook tell you to think.
Yeah. Not what Fox News tell you to think. Not what
CNN. All of them.
MSNBC. It's like, what are you thinking?
Yeah. What do you think?
And especially whenever callers will call in, he made them feel safe enough to say something against the norm or against what popular belief was. And it was like, look, just be open to listen to what everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, you can still have your opinion.
Him and Eric done had some interesting conversations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Very interesting conversations.
Very true. Very true.
They made each other think.
They did.
And it was. I mean, we lost one.
We did.
We lost one. But that lets you know, cancer don't care, man.
It doesn't.
Cancer don't care about nobody.
It's not.
Cancer is the only equalizer I believe there is. Because cancer don't care. It don't care about how much money you got.
That's true.
It don't care about your color, your race, your nationality.
If it comes for you, it is definitely a hard beast to fight off.
Cancer don't care, man. Men, women get checked. Especially if you at a certain age, men in your life, women in your life, if you have a history of it, start getting checked, man. I know we don't like to go by the doctor because you ain't sick if they don't tell you.
Yeah.
Another one of them black folk models that we got to get rid of.
Yeah, but running into this quick first break, I just want to say once again, we love you, Max, and you really were someone that would say what he meant. He was not mean when he said it, and honestly, Facebook fam, TalknRandomIsh family, if you just take that and live by it, you'd be wonderful. We'll be back.
Recently, a field documentary on the late 60s lost one of our own, Chris Swinton, after a long, courageous battle with cancer. Chris was a producer here at the station, where he hosted his own political talk show. Later, he co-hosted a sports talk show, Sports in Black and White.
They just spelled it right.
As Off A Maximillion. On behalf of his family, he asked for donations in any amount to his GoFundMe to assist with medical and other expenses. Every little bit helps. You can visit GoFundMe.com and search Chris Swinton, SWINTO, to give your donation today. Thank you.
We're back. Talking random-ish, barbershop style conversation. And if you would like to come in the shop, it's 404-603-8770. And for those of you that are still in your mama basement, the number is 888-926-7596. I'm sorry, 75262. 7562. And you know, let mom know that the call's on us this weekend for Mother's Day. It's on us this weekend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, you know one thing I love about the barbershop. Anybody and everybody meets at the barbershop.
Yes, yes, yes.
From the wealthiest to the poorest.
It's true.
You can get anything in the barbershop from dime bag to high-end furniture.
Well, hey, you know, there's one way you can get a speaking of dime bags, you know. We do have a sponsor. Did you know if you want to get some nice
dime bags?
Some nice. Well, a dime bag would mean 2 purchases of $5 each. It's jewelry, you know.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to see what you're doing, right? I
didn't know. Let me say it. You know, so yeah, we are sponsored now by Squirrel Swag.
No.
It's your $5 fix of jewelry, you know, go nuts for $5. And it can be reached at Paparazzi.
You can go nuts for $5 now?
Yes. .com/167-232.
So I'm a little leery about nuts for $5.
Well, go check out the website and you'll see how nuts you can go for $5.
I might be a little leery about a $5 nut. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, but one thing you can get plenty of advice in the barbershop.
It's true. It's true.
Plenty of advice. There's plenty of experts that come through the barbershop.
And some of them are very credible at that.
Some.
I think tonight we have a credible one.
We got one in the barbershop tonight.
I think we got one tonight that's credible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we gonna find out. You know how they do.
You know.
You know how they do.
Let's be optimistic. Let's see that glass is half full, sir. Let's see it is half full.
Now, we ain't no introductions on the barbershop, dog. Tell them who you are, man.
How y'all doing out there? My name is Sherman Gartrell, but I know my cousin gonna slip up and call me my nickname from when I was growing up back in the day.
I thought that was your name, cuz.
No, Shemp is not my name, cuz.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, okay, cuz I don't know who Sherman Gartrell is.
Sherman Gartrell, that's my name.
Are you related to Gordon?
Gordon, yes, I'm related to Gordon.
Okay,
Yes,
yes.
yeah.
You got your Gordon Gartrell?
Hey.
Yes.
Oh,
A Sherman.
A Sherman?
Yes.
Well, I want me a Shemp.
You want a Sherman?
I want me a Shemp.
You know, this is what we gonna do.
Hey, that's it.
What you got for this evening, man?
Well, cause you know, I'm an ultra-broke Negro. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of things, and I just want to share something with your audience tonight, cause that really has changed my life. So I'm a videographer.
Okay.
I'm a graphic designer.
Okay.
Do wholesale printing.
What that first one again?
Videographer.
He made videos.
Yes, sir.
Yes, professionally.
Yes, sir.
Because I think we had a conversation, cuz.
About a year ago.
About a year. Oh,
Can you
Yeah.
let him tell what all he do first?
Yeah, about a year ago.
oh, okay.
Rude.
About a year ago. And I did a, I guess you could say I used to cook a long time ago. I don't do it as much. I opened up a wing shack back in '99.
You let the chicken go?
I didn't let it go. What I do, I add on to what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I expand.
Okay.
So sometimes you have to put that stuff in
So you
the
had to
back.
go.
Hold on,
You had to
hold
turn
on,
it go
before you go anywhere else with this.
Yes, sir.
When can I get some of that lemon pepper sauce?
Oh,
I mean, cuz you been giving me some of that lemon pepper sauce for since '99, probably about
Been since
99.
99,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
You been
Yes, sir.
you
I
know
just
gonna let
like
me get
how
it.
the shop had a hookup on chicken and ain't nobody told me.
Hey.
Nathan.
Hey man,
Hey.
I've been
Hey.
trying to get him to pull it up, pull it up in the parking lot. You know.
Ooh.
We're working on that.
Yes, so,
We're working on that.
But
We're working on that.
but hold up, cuz.
Yeah.
Back to the lemon pepper sauce.
Yes, sir.
I mean, cuz I just want a little dab. I've been trying to get some of this lemon pepper sauce, your lemon pepper sauce.
You right.
Cause hey y'all, I'm gonna tell you now, if you don't have them Sherman wings,
Yes, sir.
they will find that.
Yes,
That
sir.
lemon pepper. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yes sir. Yes sir.
Sherman's famous wings.
Excuse me.
You gotta get it right.
The
cuz.
name.
Oh,
You
that
gotta
was.
get it right.
Oh, so Sherman was you.
You didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't, boy.
Oh, what you thought? I just put something up there?
I know how y'all do.
Hey.
Be running from folks.
Yeah,
You know how
yeah,
you do.
yeah.
You just pick the name.
Yes,
Pick
sir.
the name.
Yeah, so but I've been in several different type businesses. I used to own a computer store, cell phone store. I still dibble and dabble in all of that stuff. Entrepreneur by heart. Been doing taxes since 1999. But about 4 or 5 months ago, I ran across this opportunity. It was presented to me, I would say, about 2 years ago, but you know how you be leery about things.
Yeah.
You
gotta watch it.
Yeah, you have to
see
watch
what
it.
do.
And I was the type of person that say, I can do that myself. I don't need nobody to, help me get my credit straight. You know what I'm saying? But come to find out, I enrolled into this business, FES, Financial Education Services, and it's working miracles and wonders for a lot of people, even repairing their credit. Also, people are making 7 figures, doing the business, on the business side. So, I just want to share a little bit about what FES has done for me. Mm-hmm. Again, like I say, December, I joined the business, and I was actually sponsored into the business. Not really, I still was leery about it, but I got into the business. And, I sent all my information in to get my credit fixed. And December, I had 562 credit score in December. This December 2017. But just recently, March, I had a bankruptcy that I did in 2016. Mm-hmm. And bankruptcy stay on your credit report 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a couple of tax liens, one from back in 2009 and one recently 2017. Of course, they stay on your credit report 7 to 10 years as well. Mm-hmm. But my company, they disputed all that stuff, and they removed all that stuff from my credit report. And this is just March. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So my company actually worked for you. You know what I'm saying? I went from a 562 to right now, I have a 716 credit score. So,
Nice.
We looking for people because there's 43 million people with 599 credit scores or less. So, we need helping people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, you can make a lot of money in this. It is network marketing. I know a lot of people going to, ask that question. Yes, it is network marketing. But, you have the opportunity to help yourself. Because you have to be on the program in order to be in the business, mm-hmm. Because you got to be a product of the product.
So, for those that are leery of the network marketing part, because kind of me, what's the, I guess, buy-in just to be a customer?
To be a customer?
Yeah.
There is a $99 setup fee.
Okay.
And then it's $89 a month.
For how long?
4 to 6 months. There is no contract.
That's not too bad.
There's no contract at all. So it's $99 to set up because you get a portal. There are a lot of other credit restoration services out there. Lexington Law is one of them. There's some more out there, but they charge, I think Lexington Law probably charge about $99 a month, but they only offer one service.
Oh, okay.
FES, we have about 12 different services that we offer for the $89 a month. And one of the key services that we offer is LifeLock.
Okay.
You pay your $89, you'll be enrolled in LifeLock. That's for the identity theft. So we specialize, like I say, in credit restoration, and that's where we dispute all the negative items that's on your credit report. Okay? And basically, you as the consumer, you don't have to, well, you do have to do a little work because what we do, my company, they generate the letters, and then they send the letters to you.
Yeah,
so
you have to mail them out.
You have to sign them and mail them out. You have to put your copy of your verification, your address verification, and your social security verification, because the credit agencies are not going to do anything with it unless they have a verification of who you are. You see what I'm saying? So, but you get the credit restoration. You also get a credit attorney because you have all these harassing people calling you about money and stuff like that. Our credit attorney will stop that, and if they don't stop it, we sue. You see what I'm saying? But that's basically all you have to do is just send the information in, and then once it come back from Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, you send it back to us. Then we generate the next set of letters. So we're gonna keep fighting until we get this stuff off. So it's a real simple process, but it works.
Is there ever the situation where no matter the fight, it's just not going?
You know what? There could be some situations like that, but this is what my company do. If we can't get anything off your credit report, we refund you every penny you put in the company that you paid. So it's 100% guaranteed. 100% guaranteed. So go ahead, Gus.
You said a word he don't like.
Cuz I don't trust no man.
I understand what you're saying, Cuz.
But with that being said, there are a lot of people out there like me that don't trust no man. What make this company trustworthy enough for me? I don't trust no man.
Okay.
To go with. What make this company trustworthy?
Well, for you in particular, Cuz, what make it trustworthy? You seen that Dodge truck I drove up in?
Yeah.
That's my proof right there, Cuz. That's my proof. Like I said, I had a 562. On Monday of last week, I called my credit union. Matter of fact, that Saturday, I did a application online. Okay. They approved me on Monday, and they said go and get whatever you want, But I had my budget set, so I said I don't want to spend no more than $375. That's what I can spend. But I said I want a truck, and I want a 4-door truck. Okay, so they said you can get whatever you want because of your credit score.
Yeah.
So credit is power.
Yes.
So when you see me drove up, that's why you should trust it, because I didn't have to put no money down. Matter of fact, they delivered their car to my house, to my address in Athens. They drove from Norcross and delivered it to my address.
So is somebody gonna come get it?
What do you mean come get it?
Okay, and the reason why I asked that, because I know I've heard of a lot of scams and schemes where you can make your credit look excellent, do some disputing, make it look excellent one day, and then all of a sudden things happen, and then if say they can't do this, go through and run the numbers, and they check you again, and it's not what he said, is somebody gonna come get it?
No. reason why they're not gonna come get it, because we clean up your social security number. We don't get you to buy no EFA number. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people get you to buy an EFA number, you know, and start building your credit from ground up. No, this is your social security number. That's the reason why you have to send in your information, you know, your ID with your social security number and address. And my company, you can Google us. We've been in business since 2004, okay? And we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So, and we a debt-free company.
So, I mean, I guess basically to Rick's part about would somebody come get it, pretty much it's if FES has done its part and you are able to now get either that nice house based on your credit or the car or start a business, if by chance it gets repossessed, it's your fault.
Right,
it's because you didn't learn.
Because you didn't learn. But I'm glad you said that, because what FES also does, we teach you how to maintain your credit once we clean it up. You know, we give you all the necessary tools. We got a tool called Smart Credit, and that teaches you about how to maintain your credit, and it also it teaches you how to, because a lot of people, they're afraid of credit cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that is one of the biggest and best ways to get your credit score up, because that's like 35% of your, it's like broken down into 5 different categories. And that is one of the things that they look at. And you even though you don't want a credit card, you just get a credit card and pay your phone bill on it. You pay that every month. Just pay that off, and just put that credit card up, and just every time you have your bill, pay that off, pay that, and then pay it off at the end of the month. So, yes.
Okay.
But anything else, Cuz?
I mean, Cuz, I don't trust nobody.
I understand.
I'm just a man.
I didn't either, Cuz. But you know, once I hit that link and that thing said 716, boy, you seen me do my Holy Ghost dance, Cuz. I've never seen a 716 credit score, Cuz. Never. You know, and knew anything about it. You know, when we was growing up, you know, straight out the country, nobody taught us about credit.
Yeah,
nobody taught us, you know, that you need to pay your stuff on time and don't be late and all that kind of stuff. And see, that's what we do. We educate people. Matter of fact, we give scholarships to kids 18 to 24 to teach them about credit. You know, we gave out $250,000 this year in scholarships. So this thing is real, man. This thing is very powerful. I mean, we do a lot of stuff, because it's just, you know, that's just on the restoration side. Now, if you want to come on the side where you can make some money, like I say, we have 7-figure earners right now, you know, that's making money just helping people get their credit fixed.
That is amazing. I mean, and our community definitely need the education. Not only the education, but it need to get that thing cleaned up. Because, like you say, a lot of us were never taught about credit and what credit means, what credit is, how to take care of your credit,
right?
And why it's important.
Why it's important to pay your bills at 20, so that when you get 40. You looking at this.
And then also for the people that have always had a good paying track record, they were on that whole thing of, oh, I'll just keep my money at the house. I'll pay cash. So it's like you were saying, the credit card. It's okay to be weary of having too many or having a whole bunch and going over, but it's like, to have maybe one, pay that small bill that you know you can keep paying it off.
Exactly.
Because now you got a paper trail, but you have a great looking paper trail.
Credit history.
Yeah, and it's like that it works for you more so than working against you.
Right. Exactly. Go ahead.
Well, we're gonna get ready to take a break in a little bit here, because tell them where they can find you, where they can find your services, how they can get in touch with you if they want to get things rolling with either getting the credit taken care of or getting into the business. Tell them how they can do that. And can I get that sauce?
I'm easy to find. My name again is Sherman Gartrell. So you can email me at shermangartrell@gmail.com.
So they can't Gmail Shemp?
No, Shemp is not. He's not there. Yeah, shermangartrell@gmail.com. Or you can also reach me, text me on my cell phone, 706-255-5697. 706-255-5697. And if you texting me, just say, put in FES, and we'll get you taken care of.
Awesome. Well, we'll be right back after this brief commercial break. I used to be a client. I used to be a client.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what happened?
If I can remember correctly, I was in about like the third stage of sending out letters, and then financial-wise, I had to stop because I didn't really have a job to pay for them monthly.
Gotcha.
But like I do have I'm in a bankruptcy right now, but I have like a bankruptcy lawyer that I kind of kept in contact with because I had my former job was trying to, a repo car was trying to garnish my paycheck. And I called him immediately, was like, I need to get this stuff. But I mean, it's something I would look back into.
I'm going to tell you this now, even though you're in that bankruptcy, you still can take that off. You know, the creditors just look at what's on there. I mean, you still got to pay, you still got to pay that. You was 13?
Yeah, this one was 13. My first one was a 7. Okay. So I was completely done with that.
Exactly.
And they were working with everything. Because that actually, even though it was on there, it didn't look bad. It was the repos and stuff they were trying to help me with.
It don't look bad, but that's 30 points that holding you back right there. You know what I'm saying? So if they get that off, your score gonna go up automatically 30
Because it had started to go up, and it was just like, life hit again.
Yeah, because I mean, I filed 3 bankruptcy, but it's 3 different businesses that I filed on. So, and
if nothing else, our president has told us you can file and get past
that's
it.
That's it.
He did something right.
Take the cell. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
I gotta do something because I know I mean,
it's worth looking into. Because what's the worst? They can't help you right now.
The thing is, see, me personally, you know, you don't know, but God has changed my life. So I don't charge that $99. If you want to get on the program, you just sign up for $89 because he gonna pay me in the back end on mine, cause so that's how I do. But I can't say that on the air because I can't mess up. Yeah. But yeah, if anybody that sign up with me, I only do the $89. I don't do the setup fee. I mean, not saying I can't use it now because that's how I get my commission.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna come to me on the back end. Yeah. So,
Chip always been a good guy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hey, no.
Sherman.
I know. Hey, I remember when Chip was. Yeah.
Yeah.
You about to say something? We done did it.
Yeah. Well, you crazy.
From Watson.
Once again, pineapple.
Hey, we done did it from Watson all the way. Yes, sir. When them boy hit it, hey, they was amazing, dog.
Oh yeah.
This is why we can't take
Okay,
him
boy.
nowhere.
The contrail.
Hey, that's it.
30 seconds, baby.
You bringing it in?
Go ahead.
All right, we're back. Got the last few little minutes in here. So we still got one more person here in the shop, and I think this person finally I got somebody in that'll help me when the conversation goes a little the other way. I got some backup in here today. Finally, thank you, appreciate it.
I don't know why you say that, cause this is another one of my folk, but actually he's here because this week is Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yes.
And for me, I was going to title the show, Thank You for Your Service. Because I feel that teaching is service.
It is.
Y'all are doing a great service just as much as the military, if not more so. I mean, and so I was going to say thank you for your service because of what y'all do every day. And some of these kids
It is a battlefield.
Let us pray.
And we are in the trenches a lot of it.
Y'all stay in the trenches.
Yes.
Especially if you're in a less than high income area.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If it's an unfortunate poverty-stricken area, you go to war every day. And you just hope that your casualty numbers by the end of the year are very low.
So what make you do it?
See, for me, is this thing called, apparently I had a God-given talent for it. Because kids always flocked to me. I always liked them. I always felt that, based off of what was put into me when I was younger, that it was a good thing to give back. And then eventually I was like, okay, I guess I'll stop fighting the actual thing of it, and I stopped putting off the fact that I didn't want to deal with the adults making the rules for these kids, and I went ahead and got in it. And I was given the opportunity to get in there, and now I don't really want to leave. So even if I don't want to be in the classroom anymore, I'm already trying to think of ways to still be education-minded.
Sure.
And get it done.
Damon, what made you get into teaching?
Okay. Let me introduce myself. I'm back on the show again. Rick's cousin, Damon Maddox. But yeah.
Okay. Now y'all would know this guy because y'all should know this guy because he's been part of the show since day one. Mm-hmm. He's actually the producer of my intro and soon to be outro whenever I get everything done. But that's the whole other stuff. We ain't talking about that. And so this is Damon, and we're gonna talk about that later. But he's back because he's also an educator.
This is another hat, but I got in. Honestly, I'm totally different than Starlight. Well, the situation with me, my kids have always gone to, for the most part, Newton County Theme School. We live out in Covington, and my oldest son was about to start high school, but where we live, we didn't want him to go to the high school where we're slated to go, and so I knew I was going to have to either have us to where we had to move to that side, or I'd have to probably work in the school system. And my cousin on my mom's side had been trying to get me to teach forever. He's a special ed teacher and on the high school level though. So I actually applied to all of the schools. I sent because I had taken some certification tests and everything. And about to join the TAP program anyway. Got going, and once I got into the school system, it was pretty much where my kids would go whatever school they want to go to for the most part, and that's how it is in Newton County. I'm not sure how other counties are. Yeah. But the thing is funny though, I got spoiled because at my kids' school, they go to Newton County Theme School. We have to put in like 20 hours of volunteer hours. Parents do, and those kids are like on the straight and narrow. They walk down the hallway, to the right. Everything is, the way it's supposed to be, you think. And then I got to, the middle school where, it's a different baby, man.
Well, see, middle school is what I found out, because I've worked in few schools. Not as an educator, but as a janitor. But that middle school, that middle school is a whole different animal because these kids are coming from no longer being a baby, but they're not grown yet. Right. So they right in the middle, they trying to find themselves. Right. So and that's a very difficult age for them, and so they for real in the field.
And see, I teach 6th grade, so they already they're still babies in the mind. All of them are still that way for the most part, but definitely 6th grade. Because they act like 3rd graders or even preschoolers almost, and then they're talking about things that are somewhat inappropriate at times. You got to get them straight on things like that. But for me, I think my biggest pull from it and what I enjoy is I am seeing where I'm changing some children's lives. Because you have some children you don't know their background. Just like you guys talked about. The rougher the area is, the school is going to be that way as well. Well, you have kids that are in survival mode. Literally. Yes. And you don't know what they're going through at home. you know, and so they come to school, and that's their way of acting out by any means for the most part. So I try to keep it pretty much even keel, just really whatever I can do outside of the classroom, you know, just, I'm saying, like, you know, it could be, hey, come here for a second, let's talk outside for a minute. You know, because I understand they're having a bad day, whatever it may be. And so I just feel like that's where I think I'm making a difference for the most part, too. Then another thing, too, there's not too many brothers that's teaching.
That's my next question.
Go ahead.
Have you especially, but Starlight too, have you, because like I say, I worked in high school, middle school, and elementary school. And in all those schools, there's not enough black men.
Right.
So have you noticed that being there, being a black man with some bass in your voice, have you seen what that has affected the kids?
Yeah, you know, every day I notice, I hear it, whatever class, because I co-teach. I teach special education. I teach a resource class myself, but then I do a co-teaching class. And so as soon as I walk in the classroom, the kids are like, Mr. Maddox, Mr. Maddox. I mean, everybody's bombarding me because it's like they gotta have my attention in some way or another.
Exactly. He's like, please notice me, please notice me.
Yeah, exactly. And I get it, you know, because it's really not that many of us that are teaching. I mean, at my school though, you know, I will give a shout out, Dr. Huff, Dr. Swade Huff from Athens. He's the principal of our school.
Okay.
And then we do have some other black men 8th grade teachers and a couple of, I think one 7th grade teacher. But it's not a whole lot of us. It's mostly ladies and you know, and they're white ladies for the most part.
And like I just realized the school that I'm at right now, we actually have about almost maybe a dozen black men on the campus.
Wow, okay.
And this was a school that was not originally set up for us, but because it being a charter school and you want state money, you got to open it up to everybody.
Right.
And they didn't quite realize the area they in was actually a pretty affluent area. So the schools weren't that great. So they were like, okay, I'm going to send my kids to this school because of the way the school was originally marketed to, because of what they were using. They weren't just using the in the classroom book learning. It was also a nature-based school, so they were supposed to use the outside in and the inside out. So because of that, and it's been funny because this year it's been a pretty decent revolving door for teachers and admin and this, that, whatever.
I see.
My grade has been the only grade that has been stuck since day one. Me and my 2 other teachers, we've been there. We ain't had no changes, this, that, whatever.
Okay.
Can't say that for the other grades because it is a K through 8th school.
Okay.
But from across the board, from our actual admin office, it is fully African American. They just hired a new principal. He is African American and a farmer by trade, an educator by trade. So he is fully what this school should be producing.
Wow.
So come next year, I'm really amped to see where it's gonna go next year. And so it's just like, it's weird because like I think about that, like, okay, I came from a private black Christian school. We had a black headmaster. There were black teachers in the school, but it was because they were also members of the church that funded the school. Then I went to Westlake High School, go Lions, and I had black teachers that I saw, black male teachers. Then I realized, was like, this is not the norm. So it's like a lot of my friends didn't get this. So kind of trying to understand that now and taking like, okay, I was given a pretty decent blessing to see everybody sort of working together. And then I went to Georgia State, where it's a whole plethora of, if you're in Atlanta, we had a representation of you at Georgia State. So I still got a plethora of seeing everybody work together for a common this, that, whatever. So it's just kind of, I take that into my classroom, and I take that into any child that I come across. It's just like, okay, this is where I come from. Let me help you work. Let me help you figure out where you fit in life, and if you got something in you, let's help you figure out how to get it out and how to get it to those that might benefit from it.
Absolutely. And that's my big thing, like, for the most part. The kids, I can relate to them. They can relate to me.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been, I've hung out with everybody, you know, from a child up to an adult. So there's some things that some of the teachers can't relate to them, you know, on these types of the way they live and things like that. And so I'm able to talk to them and discuss it out. And it a lot of times it works, and they get that, and I can see the feedback from it. It's like that's the good thing I get. And plus when they do well on tests, but then that's a whole other subject right there, a whole other topic. You know, I wish they would do a lot better. Sometimes some don't care, but like I said, it could be the background of how they're coming around.
But I think for me, the only thing that I see sort of an issue with that fact that if we do come in and we bring in that aspect of what the child is used to or what's normal to them, it kind of hits us the opposite behavior-wise. Because it seems like if your authority looks different from you, you tend to respect or be like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to get that from them. But as soon as they look like me, it's sort of the similar where it's like if they're not doing it at the house and the house looks like them, we kind of get hit hard too because it's like, okay, well, you just like me. Why should I listen to you? And it's just like kind of getting this whole mindset of the new generation coming up to respect authority across the board.
Right.
It's kind of the new teacher issue.
Yeah, well, I totally agree because, man, the disrespect can be that way, but like I said, they're having to be taught on all aspects of life. Like I said, I have to pull kids outside the classroom sometimes. Like, look, you know, we'll just walk around the school and just have a talk, just cool out for a minute. And it's you know it's behavioral. It's things that they've probably gotten away with, you know, all their lives for the most part. But then here comes me or, you know, maybe another teacher, and we'll, you know, kind of get them to where they're thinking how to be a little bit better and not be disruptive, so everybody can learn. You can learn as well. So
Exactly.
that's the big thing.
Exactly.
One of my biggest issues, and you may not have it, well, you don't have it, because most of the schools I've been in, most of the guys in the lower income areas, there are nobody in authority figures like the counselors and assistant principals that look like these brown and black kids. That I only see a lot of the time the only men in a lot of these schools are me, the custodian, or one or two teachers.
Maybe somebody in the kitchen.
Maybe somebody in the kitchen. Right. And to me, that is a problem because that's all I can be. You know, as far as, you know, in that whole infrastructure, that's all I can be. You know, and to me, it seemed like maybe this is a better question. Why are there not more administrators of color in these schools?
That's a good question. I mean, like I said, our administrator, we have two administrators, and one is a black male, the other one is a black female, African American female. But as far as that question goes, you know, it's, I guess if you start early enough in education, you know, teaching at, say, maybe right out of college, that could be a way for you to, it's a way for you to get your way toward administration. Me, I started, you know, I'm 46 years old, so me trying to get into the, you know, admin part, that's something that I'm really not, I'm not saying I couldn't do it, but it's just, I may not put myself in that, well, I'll put it this way. Teaching, the other thing that a lot of times people will get away from it is to, when you're taking care of your family, or trying to take care of your family, teaching is not probably the best means of an income either.
Not the best.
It's,
no.
And it's
you gotta love what you're doing.
Yeah, you have to love the kids, love what you're doing, because it's not a thing that you get into for the money at all.
Yeah, but then also, I guess my take from it and what I was used to seeing, and especially from the guys I know that are in education, a lot of them, especially once they start making gains with their kids year after year after year, they get pulled into administration. They get pulled out the classroom.
Yeah.
And so it still feeds into what Rick was talking about. The kids that need to see it aren't seeing it unless they get put in trouble. Like, unless you're in trouble, that's the only time you see who looks like you.
Right.
And so it's like,
I can see that, yeah.
With the fact, next week we do have a voting thing. It's like, that's what I would like to see from those that are coming into power. It's okay to take ideas from, or, at least offer it, but don't be so quick to snatch good teachers and good people that are making a difference out these classrooms. We need them in the classroom. We need to stay in the classroom. We need to stay in the trenches, as hard as it is, because once you get pulled into administration, your passion may be the education of the child, but now you're in the business side of it.
Right.
So they're basically killing a lot of good people in administration, because they want to be in the trenches with the kids and making difference on the education, but now you got to run a business. Now you got to be a CEO, you got to be CFO, COO, and it's killing their drive.
Right.
And so you get a lot of people who had, say, 10, 15 years in the classroom, they get 2 or 3 in administration, they're done. And they're going somewhere else. Or they're going to start their own school somewhere else.
Yeah. I can see that, so.
It's been fun tonight, though.
Yeah.
It's been real good.
Cool.
So, just real quick before we do close out, did you get any special teacher appreciation gifts that just stuck out?
I actually did. I had a couple students that gave me some gift cards and pens and things like that. Just some nice things around. They looked out for me a lot. So yeah. And I know you said you did too, right?
My cousin Shimpa educated too.
Sherman.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, Sherman.
Mr. Sherman Gottrell is educated.
But I was letting y'all do that. But I consider myself an educator because I'm a school bus driver.
Hey, you get them there. That's what matters.
Goodness.
You get them there and you take them home.
First one they see, last one they see, and we got them all crowded in.
Yeah.
Right.
With no seatbelts.
With no seatbelts.
No seatbelts. Like, can we not do
Sit
that
down,
no more?
please. Wow. Stay in your seat.
And then also, can you let some of your people know that when driving a school bus full of kids, let's not drive like it's the demolition derby. Speed bumps hurt. Especially when you're sitting in the back of the bus.
Our policy is 40 miles per hour. So, I don't know what, where they get their stuff from.
40 miles an hour on a 2-lane road in the country is a lot different than 40 miles an hour in traffic.
Exactly.
We feel every bump and twist and turn you get.
That's true.
Speed bumps are not our friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so Rick, any last words you need to say?
Actually, the biggest thing was just thanking y'all for what y'all do, all of y'all, for what y'all do, because the things that y'all do are unheralded, and y'all need more of everything y'all get. But eventually, one day, I want to talk about the parapros, and I wish, because those are another unsung heroes in this class.
They are. Yeah. Absolutely.
But unfortunately, this time is getting up out of here. So we got to get ready to close this thing up.
Don't worry, family. We got something coming up real soon. Soon. I think y'all gonna like. So stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
And it's time to clean the clippers.
Yeah. So you gonna
Sweep
make your
the floors.
get the bathroom?
Shimp got to clean the bathroom.
Shimp ain't here.
The barber shop is closed.
Enjoy it.